Hi, dear all. This is Tianzhen from the MBA Night. And very sorry for the late. And my supervisor is admin Vibowo. My title of my paper is research on the turnover intention of knowledge worker in FDI companies in Indonesia. And here's the background. In recent years, with the rapid development of Indonesia's economy, enterprise in all walks of life have faced fierce competition, and the role and the importance of knowledge have been increasing. And knowledge-based employees have mastered advanced culture, knowledge, as well as the ability to apply knowledge and create knowledge, and occupy an important position in the process of realizing knowledge value added in enterprise, thus becoming the core competitiveness of enterprise development. Globally, there are more than 1 billion knowledge workers. They are essential to the global economy, as their roles have been grown and adapted over the last decade. When COVID-19 forced a global shift to remote work, knowledge workers become more important than ever before. But the intrinsic character of these employees lead to their high turnover rate. According to the statistic from the Ministry of Manpower in 2017, the number of Indonesian knowledge workers in Chinese funded enterprise total 203,000, and this represents a decrease of 9% from 2016, and of 40% decrease from 2013. When the number of Indonesian knowledge workers in Chinese funded enterprise was 379,000. In 2017, the largest number in Indonesian knowledge worker in Chinese funded enterprise was in the mining and quarry sectors. It's around 32,000, followed by the business service sector. It was around 30,000. There are several reasons why the number of Indonesian knowledge workers in Chinese funded enterprise is falling. The first is the high workload, and that these workers are typically required to meet. These jobs often involve long hours, and there's often little opportunity for these workers to take time off to rest and relax. Additionally, these workers usually receive a low wage and lower benefit, which make it difficult for them to make a living. And the problem of this background is that the high turnover rate of Indonesian knowledge workers in Chinese funded enterprise is a problem, as it reduces the pool of talent available in these companies, and this can have a negative impact on the quality of the product that these companies produce, as well as on their reputation. It is important to address this issue in order to ensure the Chinese funding company that based in Indonesia can continue to thrive. The aim of this research is that the study aims at Indonesian knowledge worker in Chinese finance company. It will investigate the relationship between key variables such as culture, integration, job satisfaction, working environment, and financial reward, psychological reward, job satisfaction, and turnover intention. The significance of this research is going to show that research on employee turnover rate is important because with high employee turnover rate, companies tend to lose employee productivity. This is because companies are focused to recruit new employees, and this in most cases result to employees that suffer from lower morale. To hire new employees companies have to incur extra expense that could have been avoided without such turnover. This is why investigating employee turnover rates and turnover intention is critical in identifying the reason why knowledge workers leave. By doing this, it would be possible to make recommendation on how turnover can be reduced. And my question of this research is this. The first one, how does degree of culture integration affect job satisfaction of knowledge workers? The second, how does a harmonious working environment affect job satisfaction of knowledge workers? The third, how does the length of an employee's professional career affect job satisfaction of knowledge workers? Fourth, how do financial rewards affect job satisfaction of knowledge workers? And the fifth, how do psychological rewards affect job satisfaction of knowledge workers? What is the sixth? What is the relationship between job satisfaction and turnover intention of knowledge workers? So based on that, here are my hypotheses. The H1, the degree of culture integration and ethnic diversity significantly affect job satisfaction of knowledge workers. H2, working environment significantly affect job satisfaction for knowledge workers. H3, the length of employees' professional careers significantly affect job satisfaction of knowledge workers. H4, financial rewards have a significant positive active effect on job satisfaction of knowledge workers. H5, psychological rewards positively affect job satisfaction of knowledge workers. H6, job satisfaction significantly affect turnover intention of knowledge workers. And the methodology is this. The primary research is used, and the data collection strategy is questionnaire survey. The specific research content of this paper is as follows. Select the knowledge workers of Chinese-friendly companies in Indonesia as a representative of knowledge worker of Chinese employees. Which are the company is anonymized to ensure privacy. So then fill in the questionnaire, analyze the research data, and obtain the important factors affect the tendency of knowledge workers of Chinese enterprise to leave. Based on the result of the survey and analysis, the uniqueness of the resignation of knowledge workers of Chinese-funded company are further analyzed. The plans and suggestion for reasonably controlling the turnover rate of knowledge workers of Chinese-funded company is proposed. And the secondary research is also used, because the research in this paper was based on the previous understanding of tendency of knowledge workers to leave the company at a high turnover rate. And the data analysis is done by using descriptive and inferential statistic. Inferential statistic, that means I use the regulation analysis, and it is used to test hypothesis, and the data is analyzed in SPSS. And there's some finding from the research. The study established the study established that the degree of cultural integration and ethnic diversity significantly affect job satisfaction of knowledge workers. Well, it is found that culture integration and ethnic diversity have a positive effect on job satisfaction. Second, working environment significantly affect job satisfaction for knowledge workers. Harmonious working environment have a significant positive effect on job satisfaction of knowledge workers. And the third, the study also finds that the length of employees' professional career significantly affect job satisfaction of knowledge workers. Well, the length of employees' professional career positively affect job satisfaction of knowledge worker. And the fourth, financial rewards in terms of pay, bonus, transportation, health insurance, and pensions are also established to have a significant positive effect on job satisfaction of knowledge worker. The fifth, psychological rewards positively affect job satisfaction of knowledge worker, and the job satisfaction is a significant predictor of turnover intention of knowledge workers. And here is the implication and recommendation of this research. On the issue of cultural integration and ethnic diversity or in intention to job satisfaction of knowledge workers, studies have found that employees who are broadly exposed to different cultures are more likely to be satisfied with those jobs than those are not. It is important for business to actively promote culture integration and ethnic diversity in order to ensure that their knowledge workers are happy and productive. A harmonious working environment is essential for the success and retention of knowledge workers. Employees in a workplace with a positive environment are more than 3 times as likely to be satisfied with their job with those in workplace with a negative environment. This research has shown that psychological rewards have a positive impact to knowledge workers. Knowledge workers could be given more periodic rewards for their work to ensure they are more satisfied with their jobs. The benefit of psychological rewards for knowledge workers are clear, and they should be given more often to increase employees' satisfaction, productivity, and retention. And there's also some insufficient in this research because my bad again, due to the time limitation and research, the sway of this study are mainly limited to the headquarters and subordinate department of the Chinese Indonesian company. And in the process of research, it's also found that the questionnaire need to be improved in the design. And also, as the millennial workforce grows, the analyze in this paper is not deep enough, which may result in less comprehensive analysis. So that's my simple present of my paper. Okay, thank you, dear all.